Aloha and welcome to Moonscope's Astrology. On today's show, you'll find out the astrology details for the Taurus full moon on November 17th. This is a general forecast. If you have any personal planets or points, especially your sun, moon, ascendant, or midheaven conjunct or within 1 to 2 degree orb of a celestial event, you will have a more personal experience occurring in your life. I'm your host, intuitive astrologer, KG Stiles. Moonscope's Astrology is sponsored by Pure Plant Essentials, Organic Aromatherapy, and Health Mastery Systems, the place to go for your transformational healthcare needs, including astrology sessions with me. You can order private readings with me, including one-question email reading links up here below. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and leaving your comments. I love hearing how things are going for you. The Sabian symbol of the 25-degree Taurus full moon is a large, well-kept public park. Contemplate this symbol to see what insights this symbol may hold for you. The 25-degree Taurus full moon is conjunct the fixed star of Algol, the Gorgon's head. Much wealth may accrue under the fixed star of Algol. It is a star traditionally associated with wealth, though there can be much drama associated with the acquiring of riches. To offset this tendency to drama that's associated with this fixed star of Algol, practice being charitable to others. If you are patient, persevering, kind, and forgiving, much can be accomplished now and over the next 6 months. The planets associated with Algol are Jupiter and Saturn. On November 13th, Neptune at 2 degrees Pisces stations direct. If you're a Pisces sun or have a strong Pisces influence in your chart, you'll begin to feel stronger emotionally. When Neptune is retrograde, there can be a tendency to feel depressed and confused. This Neptune retrograde and Pisces effect happens as the planet Neptune deepens your intuition and expands your psyche in the watery depths of Neptune. Now you'll begin to make sense of all those new psychic impressions and subtle nuances you've been picking up on since Neptune went retrograde last June. Now you'll also slowly regain your sense of purpose in life. If you felt lost or somehow misunderstood by others or not supported sufficiently, you will now begin to feel more grounded and able to make sense of the meanderings of your life since last June. On November 14th and 15th, Venus at 9 degrees Capricorn exactly squares Uranus and conjuncts Pluto. This square aspect can feel harsh and intense. You may feel it for 2 to 3 days before and 1 to 2 days afterward. Your most private emotions and what you love is intensified as it conjuncts Pluto. So when Venus squares Uranus, the awakener, there's something that may happen that may cause you to feel vulnerable. Your standing and reputation in the world is changing. Your self-concept is being transformed. Your initial reaction might be old patterns of being victimized and powerless, not knowing what life wants from you. A mini dark night of the soul. This is brief, however, so breathe through it. Pluto is a very controlling planet, and you can feel gripped by the fear of standing in your own power. There can be tremendous pressure and resistance to the profound change you're undergoing now. It's a tense aspect that can be taken very personally, so relax and breathe through it if it hits you hard. It's trying to open something deep within you that's very resistant to being exposed and healed. This Venus conjunct Pluto and square to Uranus will occur briefly again this winter as Venus retrogrades in Capricorn. This first pass is the most intense, with subsequent freeing and integration of a new sense of your own self-love. Because indeed, that's what this Pluto-Venus conjunction at 9 degrees Capricorn is about. The power of profound self-love to transform and heal. This kind of intense pressure and buildup of tension just before a new or full moon has been a recurring theme throughout this year. This intense pressure serves to break up and open old wounds you have within yourself so that you may heal and a new self-concept may be born. On November 17th, we have the Taurus full moon at 25 degrees Taurus at 7:16 a.m. Pacific. The moon immediately goes void of course, so it's best to wait until the moon moves into the sign of Gemini later in the day, 4:07 p.m. Pacific, to do your full moon meditation. Here's the lineup of the Taurus full moon planetary alignments. Just before the Taurus full moon is exact, it forms a loose trine to Pluto and Venus in Capricorn, a trine to Mars at 20 degrees Virgo, a sextile to Jupiter and Lilith, and an opposition to Saturn in Scorpio. The Taurus full moon also forms a sextile to Neptune, now direct, and Chiron, the wounded healer, about to station direct November 20th. These intersecting grand earth and water trines activated by the Taurus full moon are made up of the 6 points in the sky called a Star of David or a Star of Venus, and represent overlighting protection and guidance of the feminine earth and water elements. This 6-pointed star is also called the shield or Magen of the King of David. The Hebrew word Magen is thought to refer to the horoscope of King David as literally having a Star of David in his horoscope or astrology chart that served to protect him. So even though King David had character flaws, he was protected and able to reconcile his inner demons and resistance to redeem himself through the power of grace. This story of King David symbolizes the archetypal journey of all human beings. The grand earth trine is made up of the moon in Taurus, Pluto and Venus in Capricorn, and Mars in Virgo, and the grand water trine is made up of the north node, Mercury and Saturn in Scorpio, Neptune and Chiron in Pisces, and Jupiter and Lilith in Cancer. Something is coming to completion in the area of your life where the Taurus full moon is occurring that affects all the other areas of your life where earth and water planets are located. The Taurus full moon is set to release a big wave of emotion, like a tidal wave of feeling. This natural movement within you will catapult you forward into your future. The area of your life most directly affected and visible to others is related to your physical expression, physical appearance, how you affect others, and how others see you in the world. How people see and relate to you is set to change dramatically now. The Taurus full moon energies will be amplified by Chiron's station direct on November 20th. A sense of relief as good fortune, sudden gains, and support of friends and associates is forthcoming. On this same day, November 20th, Mercury at 9 degrees Scorpio sextiles Pluto at 9 degrees Capricorn, further empowering and stabilizing the transformation you're going through and your connection with others. On November 21st, the very next day, the Sun enters Sagittarius, and you really begin to feel freed up in your emotional life, and whatever has seemed withheld from you is now forthcoming. You will reap the rewards of your hard work and due diligence to make necessary changes, even if you've been unclear and felt like you've been in the dark and confused about the direction of your life. Now the clouds will part, the sun will shine upon you and light your way forward. I have posted a link to a Taurus full moon meditation below, and I appreciate your leaving your comments and let me know how things are going for you. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, relax and enjoy your life. I'm your host, intuitive astrologer, KG Stiles.